you like to achieve if elected?
Well, there are a lot of things which I want to achieve when I am elected. Some of them are like I'm planning to help students to with the executives and different representatives of the universities to stop the increment in the tuition fee. Moreover, I want to increase the amount of employment opportunities on campus by working with AMSU and different private organizations on campus. And I want to work with the deans and administrators to create more opportunities for scholarships and bursaries for international students. And I want to give international students interest-free loans so that they can easily access the loan, and once they are done with their education, they can pay them off. And I want to hold seminars and events to highlight the issues of international students that we have on campus. Moreover, for newly landed students, I'm going to provide the informations about the residents because they are pretty much new to this environment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide them information, help them in finding the residents on campus and off campus too. I'm going to talk to different tenders about that, and yeah, this is almost.
Cool. So what experience do you bring to the position? What experience do you have?
Yeah, for the experience stuff, I've been pretty much into the international community for the last 6 months. I've been quite an active member. I worked for international students plus domestic students in the recent event that's called Day of Action. And I was into that regarding raising issues for tuition fee, security, safety on campus, and all different issues. We had a pretty much good experience heading out to the legislative. And moreover, I've been quite a lot into talking to people, discussing the issues of international students. I'm also an international student, so I'm pretty much aware of what kind of issues we have on campus.
Nice. What do you feel are the most prominent issues or concerns facing the international students community on campus?
One of the basic problems for international students is the tuition fee, because international tuition fee is like 3 times more than a domestic student. So not everybody is more strong economically, more supportive to pay that off. So one of these issues of tuition fee. The other issue is of the residents, that there is not a lot of opportunities to live on campus because it's way too expensive and it's not probably available to most of the international students. So they have to go off campus, buy a cheap apartment. They have to live miserably. I know some people, friends of mine, who have been living so miserably because they can't even afford to pay tuition fee, or if they pay tuition fee, they can't afford to pay the rent of their apartment. So one of these few issues are very prominent in the international community.
Cool. So how would you work to ensure that there is effective communication between yourself and members of your community, of course, international students, and their concerns, issues are then communicated to AMSU?
Yeah, as soon as I will get elected, I'm going to form body structures of the International Student Association that will have at least one member of each International Student Association. So there is a process of communication between me and them so that we can communicate with them and we can raise the issues. And then I'm going to head out any kind of issues, petitions to my council meeting, and I'm going to have a debate. I'm going to have a discussion with the executives, and after that is done, then it will probably go to the Senate for any kind of possible solution.
So how would you work to ensure that there's better representation of the need and interests of your international students community on campus?
For it, it is important that I keep on communicating with all the student associations on campus. There are a lot of student associations, and I am planning to have a lot of communication between them, me. I'm going to have a quite prominent representation of my community in the council meeting, and because it is important that these stuffs do get resolved because they have been unheard, unaddressed. So what I'm going to address these issues a lot in the council meeting, and it's really up to the executives how they respond to that.